sucker's lid. Hello there, and welcome back to another edition of Duckfloat. It's September. Normally, that's it. We end the season in September, but that was before when I was doing these things as a live stream at 2 o'clock every Friday. Now I'm recording any time of day, so it really doesn't matter whether we keep going or not because the sun will always be in the right place. And you don't care. Anyway, that's a long, involved way of saying that this may or may not be our last game of the season. Maybe one more next month. We'll see how this month goes. If it's not a good game, then maybe we'll do another one. Okay, so for those of you just joining us, here's what we've got. We have got 16 ducks on that big rock, as always. We've got these 2 solar fountains down here. They each have 8 ducks on them, as always. I turn on the refill pipe, and the fountains go around and around through the pipe, and as they go under the pipe, the last fountain to have ducks on it, if you have 1 duck left, you are the winner. Now let me show you how we're covering today's game. We've got this, of course. We've got a B camera, which is, of course, 20 feet in the air to give you a lovely aerial shot. And today, brand new, making its debut, can you believe it? Fountain cam. Have a look at this. This is a camera mounted directly on Fountain 2. So you'll be getting a duck's eye view of the action. What do you think about that? Everything is explained, so let's start the game. Oh, I don't know, Riverside. And now, I take the referee stick and I ease the ducks into play. Here comes Fountain 1. Get out there, Fountain 1. Here comes Fountain 2 with the camera on it. There goes Fountain 2. And as they start maneuvering their way around the pond, it looks like camera 2 is going to go straight for the back passage, which it cannot do because the water level is still too low. Fountain 1 is playing in the refill pipe, not going through yet. Oh, looks like Fountain 2 will be easing its way around the rock and heading in for a pass, which should look great, actually. Okay, here comes Fountain 2 easing around Fountain 1. Looks like it might be a good pass. And ram! Okay, Fountain 2 goes through. It's got 3 ducks left on it. Fountain 1 still has yet to make a legitimate pass. A very good first volley from Fountain 2. The camera has not slowed it down one bit. Looks like Fountain 2 might make a break for the back stretch, which it can't do yet. I worked it out last match. No one can use the back stretch until the ducks start coming off the rock. That's when the second part of the game commences, I guess. So let's get Fountain 2 out from behind this rock. Out you go. Oh, don't knock anybody off. That's not fair. Okay, go around there, Fountain 2. Fountain 1 is still playing in the refill pipe, which makes me wish I'd put the camera on Fountain 1. I mean, Fountain 1 is playing in the refill pipe. Fountain 2 may go through again. No, Fountain 2 has a shallow pass. And Fountain 2 may push Fountain 1 in for a legitimate pass. You never can tell. Fountain 2 got right in there. Fountain 1 just does not want to get into the game. In the meantime, the water level is rising just high enough to affect the ducks on the rock. Another shallow pass from Fountain 2. Fountain 1 looks like it may go in. Looks like Fountain 2 is nudging. No, it's not going to be a good pass. And welcome to the mid-game lull. Not LOL, but LULL. This is the part of the game, in between the fountains have made their initial volley and the ducks have yet to come off the rock. once the ducks start to come off the rock, I have a feeling things should be picking up a bit. Although I've been known to be wrong. Fountain 1 goes back in, and it's another shallow pass. No one wants to go near that refill pipe. Fountain 2, you did such a good job earlier. Oh well. Right now, the two fountains are circling one another, daring each other to go through that pipe. Fountain 1 almost goes through, but not quite. Another shallow pass. At this point, I don't want Fountain 2 to lose any ducks, because then it would be out of the game, and it's the place with the camera on it. But right now, it's ahead. Fountain 1 has not made a real pass yet. Fountain 2 comes in shallow. No, the fountains refuse to get into the game now. Okay, here comes Fountain 1. Is it going to be good? No, it's not. I think we're losing ducks off the rock now. I think we've lost a duck. I wasn't really paying attention. I was looking at Fountain 1. Okay, Fountain looks like, well, if we're losing a duck, that means that Fountain 2 can take this back passage. So here comes Fountain 2. Yes, it's a good pass through the back passage. Fountain 2 goes through the back passage, which means it'll probably pass under the refill pipe again. And here it comes. And Fountain 2 is clear. Oh, well. So much for the groovy things. Oh, we're losing a whole bunch of ducks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ease Fountain 2 back into play with no ducks on it, because it does have that camera. We've got 7 ducks on the rock. There we go. Provide color commentary there, Fountain 2. Fountain 1 refuses to go through. We've only got 2 ducks left on the rock now. One duck left on the rock. And Fountain 1 hasn't made a play yet. So if they don't make a pass before that final duck leaves the rock, we may have to go into elimination rounds. I've never had so many cameras going at one time before. I hope everything turns out. The remaining duck on the rock is holding fast. All its little buddies are trying to convince it to leave. It will not leave. Fountain 1 will not make a legitimate pass. Fountain 2 is completely clear, and so it's fountaining up a storm. And Fountain 1 is going out on the outside. It may take the back stretch and go in for a legitimate pass. It's a good thing, too, because that last duck is getting ready to leave the rock, and the final duck has left the rock. So I'm gonna help Fountain 1 along its trajectory and see if it can make a real pass. Just head right through the back passage there, Fountain 1. Okay, here it comes. Real good pass coming through. 2 ducks left on Fountain 1. Okay, this is the final pass. If you can lose 1 duck, Fountain 1, that makes you the winner. If you lose both ducks, then you're out. So just go through, see if you can lose 1 duck. Here he goes. Both ducks. Nope, it's a washout. No winners this week. Water off. Well, that was fun. That was a good game. No winners, but it was still action-packed. Okay, sponsor time. This game is brought to you not by YouTube, because they haven't deemed me worthy of monetization. So this program is brought to you by the good folks at Patreon. That's right, patreon.com/LeePressOn. If you've enjoyed today's show, or if you like my band, come on in and throw me a couple of bucks each month. It really helps us out. In addition, Of course, I got my album out. It's been out for a couple years, but I'm real proud of it. Last Request by Lee Presson and the Nails. Available on iTunes, Amazon, and all streaming services. Whew! What a show! What a game! This was good. We haven't had one in a month, and I thought it was pretty darn good. I hope you've enjoyed it. And until next month, yeah, we'll have one next month. This was a good game, and I like the setup. If it works, we'll do it again. So, until next month, I'm Lee Presson. We'll see you then with another edition of Duckfloat.
3 rocks, 1 pond, 1 fountain, or is it 3? Start the water, feel the tension. They'll all float. When will it be? Duckfloat. Duckfloat. Duck surprises. There's no prizes. Ain't no gambling that we can see. 16 duckies are the luckies. Water lifts them, and they are free. Duckfloat. Duckfloat. Duckfloat.